O'Neill Outside is presented by CVA. It's just a better gun.
I tracked a hog out of this spot right here where they've been feeding. Tracked him down into those woods down there and I lost him. I'm confident the pigs are going to come out right along in here somewhere. Of course, I don't know which direction, but I'm set up right here because I've got the wind in my face and the sun's at my back. And no matter where they come from, if they come in there, I'm going to be able to see them. It's just about 90 yards in there where I expect them to be if they come in and stop. This is a good spot. Right there's 3. We'll take it. The one on the right. One on the right as soon as he gets still. There we go. Oh yeah, he's slowing down. That was just about 90 yards. Let's go over there now. We worked for that one. Let's go find him. He can't have gone far. There he is. There he is right over there. See him? Oh man. Mighty fine. That's a good one. And that's okay. That's just about right. That's exactly where I had it placed. 300 grain bullet. He ran less than 100 yards. You've got to try hog hunting. I hope that shows you this hog hunting can really be worthwhile, and it's wild and hairy too, for that matter. That's a big old hog, wasn't it? You know, I've told you guys about doing this so many times, and I know exactly who I've invited before, and I'm gonna get him on the phone. You remember Milton Crabapple, don't you? Hold on. Milton, yeah, it's me. Wanna go hog hunting? How soon can you get down here? You know, the dairy, where I told you. Well, head this way, brother. Okay, he's on his way.
O'Neill Outside is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops, your local Toyota dealer, Rockwell Tools, the Whitetail Institute of North America, the Game Saver Food Saver, Real Tree Camo, Bojangles, and Conus Optics.
Should have been here by now.
O'Neill,
Oh Lord.
thought I'd find you up around these parts.
What, are you just kind of looking around or what?
Well, I come up the back way to do a little scouting down there. Lots of hog sign on this place. Looks like it's covered up in it.
You're gonna be surprised.
Well, I'm ready to go get me one. We're ready to go hunting now?
Well, let me show me your rifle, please,
I'll
Milton,
show it to
if you
you.
will.
Listen. Ready to kill a hog with it.
Well, what is that?
That's my hog rifle, my deer rifle, my squirrel rifle, my rabbit rifle. That's a full stock 50 caliber genuine Tennessee mountain rifle.
And
Yes,
you've got,
Well, that's my powder. That's my knife. That's my patch knife. These are my cartridges,
yeah.
paper cartridges. Got my flint and steel in the back in case we have to start a fire. The shooting pouch, I'm ready to go.
Well-
Priming powder.
I
gonna
need
get loaded up.
I need a favor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I need for you to change clothes and change rifles. Here, let me have this.
Change clothes?
Yeah. See here? Oh, it's camo.
Change rifles?
Yeah. I've got a full outfit over there in the truck for you and let you test and feel that and huh?
Well, that's some contraption. Now I can see a robin over yonder pecking a worm about 100 yards away.
Well, I've got some stuff up here in the truck. Get him. Let's go up here and let's change, okay?
We're gonna change?
Change clothes, yeah, let's do that.
Well, I don't see no point in changing, O'Neill, but I'll do whatever you want me to do.
You're about to see the new Milton crabapple. What in the world?
I'm lighting my bee smoker.
What is that supposed to do?
Well, it's gonna get us smoked up where we smell like smoke, and then them pigs can't smell us. See, now they won't be able to smell you because all they smell is smoke, and they ain't afraid of smoke.
Right.
They don't associate smoke with folks. How about you smoking me up a little bit now? I'll hold that contraption.
Here, hold this and hold the rifle. It's not loaded yet.
Smoke me up good now.
What's in here?
Pine straw.
Pine?
That's just a regular old bee smoker.
Okay, is that enough?
That's good, that's good.
We got to go that way, I think.
Get a little of it in your lungs where your breath will smell like smoke too.
All right, put that away before I hurt myself.
Well, I'm gonna go set it right over here by the truck.
Okay, Milton, let me get you fixed up here. Now, the people were kind enough to send all this stuff to you, so I got to teach you how to do this. These are your binoculars.
Well, it's
through there.
First time I ever saw a set of binoculars with a safety harness.
All right, just take a good look through those and see how that looks for you.
Yeah, that's mighty fine, O'Neill.
Yes, indeed.
I can see all the way to Macon.
Okay, let's put this on here now. You've got, the gun will be loaded in just a minute, and you've got 3 more power belts, and you got 3 loads of Hodgson powder, 100 grains. All right.
Well, if that don't beat all.
Here's your rifle, and we'll and this is your Kona scope. It's 3 to 9. I got it, it's gonna be a short shot, maybe. So I got it turned down so you'll get a big field of view, all right? And here's your mountain rifle.
Don't look like a muzzle loader.
Well, it's a sure enough muzzle loader, a modern muzzle loader. And it's a 50 caliber, loaded with a 300 grain power belt bullet.
Well, if that ain't
100
something.
grains of powder, yeah.
Well, now let me ask you a question. How's the trigger, O'Neill?
Oh,
Does
yeah.
she touch off easy?
It's just really sweet.
Butter.
It's sweet.
Butter
yeah.
smooth, that's what I like.
Nice, nice and smooth.
Well, I'll be interested to see how she looks.
You're all set, man. And this is all gifts from the people.
I feel a lot more comfortable with my overhaul to my shooting pouch, though, I got to tell you now.
Well, you're in great shape now. Okay. Now, last week when I was here, we went right over that hill, and there's a big red hog that was there. He weighs about 400 pounds at least. He's a he, all right? Well, let's check him out, and if he's not out there, then we'll go there. I've got a place, there's a blind over next to a swamp, and the pigs will probably come out late in the afternoon. So, y'all set?
I'm set to go.
I believe
set
you
to
are.
go.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
so it's about a half a mile in this direction right here.
I'm following you.
Okay.
I got to get my shooting stick, O'Neill. I'm coming.
Okay. You thought of everything. Whether you're hunting in the late summer and fall, camping with your family in the summertime, turkey hunting in the spring, you have to protect yourself from mosquitoes and ticks especially. We don't need to go through all the things that can happen, but I tell you what, a tick bite can ruin your life for a long, long time. So what do you do about it? Well, I use Bug Ban, and there are a lot of great repellents, but the ones that will not use DEET, D-E-E-T. That means you can put it directly on your skin and will keep the ticks off of you. I use it. I've never been bitten. So there's a CONUS tip of the week that can last a lifetime. That was right there where I noticed him last time. He's about that tall, about that long, about that big around. Got to look at him, and I got to tell you, I messed up. I had him at 80 yards. I was afraid the camera couldn't see him, but the camera could. And I tried to get just a little bit closer to get around that corner. When I did, he was gone. That's about a 400-pounder, big red hog. I hope you saw him. Maybe I'll see him again, but he either winded us or just ambled off. Rats. We'll see him another day. What do you think?
Well, O'Neill, I tell you the truth, I don't see much shine out in this field. I didn't see many fresh tracks at all.
Mm-hmm.
As hot as it is, I don't think they're going to come out in this field this time of day, to tell you the truth.
Well, I tell you what, let's do then. Let's just outweight them. I'll go put you in the blind where I know they've been coming out every night, and you just sit there till one shows up.
I wish you hadn't have said that. That's jinx talk.
Oh.
But we'll go over there and we'll get us one anyway, O'Neill.
Follow me.
I remember I was hog hunting one time down in Big Creek Swamp a few years ago, and I was sitting there late in the evening just about like this. All of a sudden I seen this black shadow coming up through the swamp. It was the biggest hog I'd ever seen. I mean, this thing must have been 5 foot tall, must have been 8 feet long. I bet he weighed 700 pounds, had big long tusk, big old white pearly tusk coming out of his mouth on both sides. I'm telling you, he was an awful sight. Come walking right and stopped about 25 yards right in front of me, broadside. I had a bead on him, but I decided not to shoot him. I let him go. Thought if I waited long enough, I might see a bigger one.
Now, let's join O'Neill for this week's Big Green Egg wild game and fish recipe.
We're going to take venison chili to the next level, and I'm going to show you how to do it today on the Big Green Egg. First of all, on the Dutch oven, on the egg, and I've turned it into an oven by using the convector, and it's over charcoal. And that brings a new dimension to the use of your venison when you make chili. This is tasso chili. What does that mean? I'll show you. Now, this is venison, ground venison and onion, and it's already been browned. Now I'm going to add the beans, and you'll go to the website and at Big Green Egg and an O'Neill Outside, and you can find out all about it. Here's the chilies. Chili powder. Use lots of that. Red pepper. Beef broth. There we are, we're headed that way. Here's the fire roasted tomatoes. And then top it off with something we cooked before, that is the Tim's tasso, which is slow cooked pork, a Boston butt that I used in strips, and I put it in a food saver. All right, I'll leave this, and we can leave this at a constant temperature now of about 375. Bring it to a boil, use it as an oven, bring it to a boil, then let it simmer for about a half an hour. This brings a new dimension. Just don't put your venison chili and make it in the oven. Put it on an egg, because that charcoal and that smoke makes it so much better. And I'll show it to you when I'm done. Tim's Tasso Venison Chili. What a difference it makes when your chili is cooked on the Big Green Egg on natural charcoal. Want the recipe? O'NeillOutside.com, BigGreenEgg.com. Big Green Egg, the ultimate cooking experience, believe me.
By the way, folks, if you'd like to get a hold of me and find out how to book me to come speak at your banquet or your convention, you can go to MiltonCrabapple.com. I'd be much obliged to you.
There's more O'Neill Outside coming up. But first, let's thank our sponsors. Year One, Georgia Power, Bug Band Repellent, Solar Bat Signature Sunglasses, Southern Link Wireless, Hodgdon Powder, O'Neill Outside Spices and Seasonings, and ExploreGeorgia.org, the official Georgia tourism and travel site.
Time for the CVA guest book this week from Chris Banker in Thorndike, Maine. And he says, I love your TV show. That's a good way to start, isn't it? And I wish we had the radio show here. You do, Chris. Go to the internet, WSBradio.com or O'NeillOutside.com/radio. And you can watch and listen. That's a very self-serving CVA guest book. And if you would like to be awarded a CVA muzzleloader, then go to O'NeillOutside.com, the CVA guest book. If we use your comment on the air, like Chris, CVA will send you the muzzleloader. Spending the balance of the afternoon in the blind really didn't produce anything for Milton, so the next morning we decided a spot and stalk might be applicable. Gotta go right over this hill. Go up there and drop down.
Hello, here's me. Well, I'm down here pig hunting with O'Neill. Dude, no. Well, can't you handle it? All right, dude, all right. I'll calm down. I'll head back to Crabapple. I'll see you shortly.
What's the matter?
O'Neill, I got some bad news. Dude caught Joe Burdett breaking into Old Man Eater's chicken house this morning. And Old Man Eater's and Dude and Joe Burdett are all in a big squabble, so Dude throwed them both in jail. Said he ain't gonna let them out till I get there, so I gotta head back to Crabapple and get this straightened out, O'Neill. I ain't gonna be able to stay and hunt this afternoon.
Well, the pigs will be there, so you got to promise to come back.
I'm gonna come back. You know, we was hot on the trail of a couple
they're
of them
there.
things this
They're
morning.
there. We just got to round them up.
Well, we can't do it now, Neil. I got to get back to Crabapple. Promise me, though.
I hate that.
You're gonna bring me back down here.
I promise.
All right.
Because
well,
you look good. You look
well,
like you're a regular hunter.
You know, I feel pretty good, too, in this stuff. I ain't never wore this kind of clothes. I had a little old Tweety bird come up this morning and buzz around mighty near light on my gun barrel. Thought that's a tree limb, I reckon. Yes, sir.
Well, good luck to you this afternoon.
Well,
Let's
I
go back.
appreciate it.
I'll take you back to the truck.
Well, that sounds good. Let's head on back over there.
I'm sorry Milton got called away. It's unavoidable. I had been there and had gotten a hog, and I assure you he will be back. I'm going to see to it because it's always fun to spend some time with Milton Crabapple. Closed captioning for O'Neill Outside is brought to you by Timbuktu Outdoors, making fishing and hunting convenient and ever more successful.